See, it works.
There you go. All right, guys, we threw up on our IG, Powerhouse Physiques there, getting some questions for couples. A little bit sad, to tell you the truth. We had like 119, as I last checked, people view. A bunch of people liked the actual post, and not many questions come through, so that's a bit sad. But hopefully we can answer a few, get a few combos started, and we'll see how it goes from there. Hopefully eventuates into something more later on. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 7 come through. We'll see how we go. More a bit, couples questions, bit to know us. They didn't have to be fitness based as such. Just a bit of rambling, see what's up.
Just in general, I suppose.
Yeah, just in general.
Yeah.
So the first one we've got: how long have you known each other?
5 years.
So
Friends for 4.
So we've known each other for 5 years, but it's been one of those things where we've crossed paths but not really even known about it between our families.
Like just missed each other
Yeah.
by like a hair.
So me and Em both grew up in the country there, and Em was a professional trick rider. She went over to Queensland, where I'm from, and learnt with
Zaylee Bullen.
With Zaylee Bullen. And Zaylee Bullen's actually a friend of the family there, and we've done a lot of their, built a lot of their equipment. So Ty in there, and then later Ty, I am working out at Mount Magnet, in the company I was with, happened to lose the contract and I was a ROM loader at the time. And I walked away from that, and then Emma's dad comes in and actually takes my fucking job. So, but didn't know who he was from a bar of soap back then anyway. And then finally, once me and Emma started dating, we made it official, put it out there. We had just friends from everywhere. Like, how the hell do you guys even know each other? Like, wait, how do you know her? And how do you know him?
And just wait.
Yeah.
You know him, and you know. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't know how that happened, but okay.
All right. Second one we got here. Do you coach your wife?
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Obviously, Em's newer to the fitness side of things. I always mucked around with a little bit of gym and just personal fitness stuff, especially within trick riding. Core strength was unreal. And then, yeah, it's just more obviously getting into the bodybuilder side of things is pretty new.
Yeah.
So it's running through a lot of that there, and obviously it's, especially at this stage, you know, not say she'll always be here by my side, but if you can get it to a certain stage where she's confident enough to do a lot of things herself and understand things, can always prosper to go to something bigger and better. What is it like being coached by your husband? Be nice.
There's good and bad points of it. I mean, he is my husband, so he pushes me compared to a lot of other people. He can see when I'm, dicking around or just not pushing hard enough, and he does push me to that point. But this is the thing. There are the good and bad points, like it's not as easy as just going, okay, see you later, I'll catch you tomorrow. It's, I go home with him.
It's like, it's good in the fact, like, I guess Emma has more access to me than anybody. Wants to wake up in a shitty mood, had a shitty sleep, I know about it. Nutrition choices, we're out traveling, out around anywhere, doesn't have to question, second guess, so just be like, oh, this. Machines are taken, okay, I need to change this and this exercise. But it also comes, I guess, to the badder part there that
I can't sneak a treat.
Yeah, can't sneak a treat. Can't sneak a treat in.
I can't put creamer in my coffee when he's not looking because he's standing there anyway.
And then you've got, I guess, and then it's like, yeah, same. I can tell you when you're half-assing in the gym. But then I've also got those times where we're trying to like warm up and leave like a rest in, like a rep in reserve at 1 RR or something along those lines. And then so we can do a heavier compound next or something. And Em's like, just keeps pushing through. And I'm like, for fuck's sake, I said stop.
Just listen to me.
Yeah. But no. So it's definitely got its goods and its bads. Like you've got a live-in coach. Yep. So that's going to be good and bad for anyone that's in that circumstance. More access, the better. Also means the more accountable you got to be. What is it like coaching your wife? Well, I feel that just kind of covered a lot of that. Anyway,
Am I a good client?
pays shit.
Hi.
Nah, but I feel like that just covered a lot of that. Like I said, it's a matter of Em pushing herself hard. Everything's new to Em. So it's a matter of like not just saying go do this or sending a video of go and do this. It's a matter of like even if
I don't know. I need you to help me.
Even if I'm go train, if I've got to train with somebody else at a different time, or I'm actually go training, like through prep, a lot of the time I'd go train by myself early morning, let Em catch up on her sleep, and then I'd come back, get a couple more meals in, then me and Em would go train. So it's good in that aspect. What is your favourite thing to do together?
Food.
Oh.
PG. PG.
There are a lot of fun things, but I don't know how many I can say. No, all jokes aside, probably food. We're both freaking foodies. So if you go, hey, you guys want to come up, or we're going to Perth, or we're going back to Queensland, or first thing we're going somewhere else. Okay, things to eat, best places to eat. No, we're definitely foodies, but it is good in that way of also, if we go somewhere, we might even just order like 2 completely different meals so we can share. Yeah.
We like to try things together. It's it's an experience, like no matter where you go in the world, you're always going to get food.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's always, that's it. I guess it's not just food, like it's not burgers and pizzas and shit. I mean, like we are pretty lucky. I feel one in Australia is very multicultural, but where we are in Australia, too, it's definitely like the finer things, like down Great Southern and here Southwest, like it's the refined things, and that goes down to in the ways of wines and little wineries as well. Like we're not going to West Cape Pow or any of that sort of stuff. Like it's more like one of a kind places. One of the kinds. They might only do 2 batches for the entire year, but they're proud of it. They cure their own meats. It's all that. It's their niche. It's their niche. That's it. It's not that it has to be expensive to wine and dine every time, but it's the fact that it's their niche and it's their something special. And we like being able to share that experience too. What was a turn off about each other when you first started dating?
You snore.
I snore, yeah.
No, I don't think that was anything that was really a turn off. It was just getting to know each other's habits and adapting.
What was a habit that used to annoy you?
I don't know. I didn't really get annoyed.
No, I was trying to think if there was anything you've actually
told you to get rid of.
Yeah, mentioned or anything. Oh, no, that's a fib. So, she won't admit to it, I guess, but it's definitely going to be an annoying habit. I am a morning person.
Oh,
Emma is the furthest thing from a morning person. In fact, her pajamas say allergic to mornings. But even when we're at work there...
You're still a morning person or not?
I'm still a morning person. Emma's not, whether it's day shift, night shift. So I used to wake up. I'd never even sleep with the blinds open because when the sun got up, I was up. Same at work. I'd wake up, open the door, all that. But so now, and I guess this goes down to my... Oh, you have to unlock that. I guess my... not frustration or anything like that, but it's like you said, changing habits. But that was the 2 very big habits from 2 of us to be able to work out. I used to just get out, music on, meal prep, go. Whereas now it's like I'm living by candlelight or by like the phone light, so I can let Em sleep. But then that also means that Em's a night person.
So I get everything done at night time.
So she gets everything.
I'll clean,
Yeah. So that's it. While I might be up and do everything early in the morning and prep the meals and whatnot, yeah, Em might be up doing the dishes the last thing at night kind of thing.
Or getting food or something like that. Especially like while it's up at work, there's only so many hours that you get at camp that, you've got to fit in gym, obviously, but you've got to also fit in getting your food because you don't have it brought to you. You don't. Yeah. You've got to go get it yourself. You've got to prepare it.
So that's right. So usually, like in the touch on that, at work, like Emma will usually go in straight after work. Let's say we're on day shift. She'll usually go straight in after work. You've got to go and get clean clothes, whatnot. she'll head in and usually grab like the copious amounts of chicken and whatnot that we need for all the meals. And then in the morning, I usually do all the weighing out, prepping out, making both of our meals and that. So it's the same thing. It's give and take. Like if we were to stay up all night doing this, it would be wrecked. But if we both got up early to do all this, we'd both be wrecked. So it's kind of like you got to learn how to do it and take into it to account there. What else in the way of? What about first? Hold on, what was? Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else you annoyed me with. Toilet seat.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I am the man. I am the man. I'm the one that's supposed to have the bullshit excuses about leaving the toilet seat up.
It's just the cover. I'm a lot better now.
No, but that's yeah, you are. But that's obviously just our upbringings, and like, if I left the toilet seat up, you better be damn sure I was getting a call back from mum to go put that toilet seat down. Because the way I always got taught, especially being out in the bush, one, what she used to say, it was the same, the fly that landed on your toilet seat is the same fly that lands on your sandwich. But two, as I just said, we grew up in the country. We grew up in Queensland, southeast Queensland. If you let that toilet seat up, you know what that means? You got a freaking frog in your toilet. I ain't joking. You learn real fast. You only get one set of sticky handprints on your ass, and you're never going to do that again.
I don't even want to picture that.
No, but I mean, that's really stuff all, is it? Like, we're both, when it comes cleaning and washing and that sort of shit, we're both on opposite. Like, it's weird. We're very, very similar on a lot of things, but we're also very different ends of the spectrums on other. But that's it. But like the things that are too far ends of the spectrum is the part that we meet into compromise that makes everything work.
Well, this is the thing. Like, you prefer to do the dishes at home, whereas like I'd rather do the laundry and the mopping.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's certain things like that.
What was your first date?
Ooh. As in, like, our first date, or our first ever date? Because, like...
I guess two stories there. So our first date, the sun was going down, dusk was setting. We looked at the time, it was 6:33. And we ordered a steak burger from the Roadhouse.
We were up at work.
We were up at work. Yeah, and I guess like going down to the Roadhouse was just your little getaway, your own tiniest bit of privacy. So that was our went down there.
We sat at the booth, then we had a steak burger.
And got a steak burger and chips.
What was that, milkshake or something? I think I got like a banana milkshake.
I think you got something like that. But that was, I guess, technically our first date. But then after that, it probably would have been to Jamie Oliver's. Yeah. So it's no longer there, and much heartbreaking to that. So we used to, at this point, I was flying over from Queensland the day before and having to stay the night because we started on night shift, and then Emma was having to drive up from down south and stay the night. So then we started. Once we got together, we'd start to stay in at Seasons of Perth. And then like Jamie Oliver's was our little go-to niche spot. And then of course from there was turned into the Barrel House.
Yeah.
So the Barrel House. And so story behind this, when we got married, we had our reception at the Barrel House for that reason. And we stayed in the Seasons of Perth for that reason. So just like, mightn't have been the flashiest place. Now don't get me wrong, like mightn't have been the flashiest place, but man, they looked after us.
They did.
They really, everything was amazing, but like, we walked in, they already had all the champagne sorted, they already had all
the platters.
They got in our wine.
Yeah.
They said about, cocktails, might just have to actually get them and go order the cocktails rather than them doing it from the table service. And we said, so that's definitely going to happen. Like, I'll be into the espresso martinis. And they said, anybody else? I said, a couple of the other boys. So they moved the entire espresso machine into our area so they didn't have to keep going back and forth.
That worked out really well.
No, that worked out really well. Well,
And then we ended up staying an extra night, so they honoured that price and kept
Yeah,
that price
yeah, and
for
then
us,
and that was it. So like we got it because we booked it so far in advance. We got it pretty cheap, and then obviously we had a couple friends. That's pretty much most of the wedding parties stayed at the same spot as us, and then we decided. Oh, we had a lot of running around that day, didn't we? I think we went down and we saw. What did we do? We had to go see Alex that night. Was that right?
Yep. Saw Alex.
So we had to go see Alex, and I believe it was like his first time flying out the next day.
Yeah, so he wanted a bit of
Yeah, so we went
advice.
down and saw Alex down Byford, and then we caught up with... No, we went and saw... We had to go see Mike.
Yep.
Mike O'Mara from the IFBB that day, and then we saw Alex, and then we're like, shit, by this time, we're going to be getting home too late. So I spoke to him in that morning and said about staying the night, and they said, well, yeah, you can just have it for the price you booked originally, which is next to nothing.
And stay in the same room, like,
yeah,
which was good, so we didn't have to worry about packing up and moving to another room, so that was good.
No, that was real good. So
and then they also gave us car parking for free, because they're like, well, you may as well just have this night's free, so
yeah, which that means obviously hard to find in Perth too, underground car parking.
Yeah, it worked out really well, actually.
Well, guys, so that's all the questions y'all sent through.
So
yeah, well, that's it. That's a little bit of get to know us. Obviously, we try to do the weekly Q&As as that goes through there. Trying to move over get some more, so we can get a little bit more in-depth Q&As over on YouTube, and just the quick, fast, prompt ones we'll keep on IG. But yeah, keep it out. We've just been filming currently a day in the life kind of thing. We started off there yesterday, and then our good friend Ash came down, and then obviously we cut things short there, so we didn't have to live behind the camera. I actually got to enjoy the moment, so we compromised that with a little bit of extra training today, footage in through there, so that'll be up shortly too. But until then, bring on 2022. That's it. Alright, thanks
guys.
guys.